Hi everybody. Now we continue our lesson plane mirrors. Then mirrors, the two types we identify. The plane mirror, that's mean plane mirror means the reflecting, there's a reflecting part, it's in a plane surface, that's known as plane mirrors. Then when we draw, when we have to draw the ray diagrams, then to show the plane mirror, this one MN plane mirror, then we draw the one part with short lines. Then without short lines, this part is without short, and this side that shows the reflecting part. That's very important. Always light rays, they are falling to the mirror, to this reflecting part of the mirror. It's very important when drawing the ray diagrams. Then in this diagram, show the A to B. The light ray fall into this plane mirror to the direction of A to B. Likewise, A to B, it's fall into the mirror. Then after that, after the reflection of the due to the plane mirror, after the reflection, it travels back along the same path. It travels back along the same path. That's the direction B to A. Then what is the reason for that? It's A to B, it's falling to the A to B. Then after the reflection, it travels back along the same path B to A. The reason is that this light ray fall into this mirror perpendicularly. Then always a light ray fall into a mirror perpendicularly, it travels back along the same path. That is the concept, along the same path. This is very important to draw the ray diagrams. Then this light ray fall into that mirror perpendicularly. Other thing you have to know about, that is a light ray fall into a mirror with a kind of angle, with any of angle. It's very important. According to that, there's a very famous diagram you learn in previous grades. According to this diagram, we have to learn so many terms. These terms are very important to identify. These terms are one thing is MN. This MN given is, that is the plane mirror. Then AB is the incident ray. Then BC given here, BC is the reflected ray. Then BX, it's normal at the point of incidence. Then there's two angles, I and R. That's mean ABX angle, the angle of incidence. Then CBX angle, there's a R given here, R, angle of reflection. These are very important. Then further we discuss about this is a plane mirror. Then especially this BX is given here, BX line. This is the dotted line. This is the normal. And always the line drawn perpendicular to the plane mirror, that is the normal. BX is the normal. Then AB, the first light ray fall into a mirror, that's a incident ray. This is the A to B, that AB lines a ray, that is an incident ray. Then after reflection in the mirror, then it's travel back like BC, B to C, BC. That is the reflected ray. Then you identify point, this point, B point, that is a point of incidence. Then especially these light rays fall into one point of this mirror. That's in the middle part of the mirror, that is a point of incidence. Other two things very important. Angles are important. Angle of incident, I, and angle of reflection. Then the angle between this incident ray and the normal. This is the angle of incidence, I. R, angle of reflection, is known as the angle between the normal and the reflected ray. That's the angle of reflection. These are the terms we identify then the light rays, the reflection of this through the plane mirrors. Then we go to the another part, that's the laws of reflection. There's a laws of reflection. There's two laws of reflection, first law and the second law. The first law is the incident ray and the reflected ray and the normal at the point of incidence lie on the same plane. Incident ray, the reflected ray and the normal at the point of incidence lie on the same plane. The second law is the angle of incidence is equal to the angle of reflection. That is known as, that's mean I equal R. I equal R. These are the two laws of reflection. Now let us see about how images formed when the object is given in front of the plane mirror. Then how this formation of an image occur. When think about the dressing table, this also have a present a plane mirror. Then how image is formed. The image is same size, identical to you. Then how is formed. Then this diagram is also very important. I explained it. MN, it is plane mirror. MN is given here, plane mirror. This O point, that is an object. We identify object as O point. Then I means image. Then OA, this one, OA and OC, these are the incident ray. Then two incident rays are used to draw this diagram. Then after that A, B and CD, these are the reflected rays. Then when falling these incident rays to the mirror, then after reflection travel this way. Then we put our eye in this place. Then we can see images formed in here, that point. Then we can see this object, but actually these light rays does not pass through that point. Therefore this image, it's a virtual image. We can see that these light rays are coming from this point, as it's coming from this side, but actually this light rays does not pass through that point. Therefore this image cannot be projected onto a screen. Therefore it's known as virtual image. Therefore it's known as virtual image. Then always the images formed by the plane mirrors, they are virtual. All are virtual. Then what are the other features? These two distance we identified here. These distance are object distance and also image distance. It's also important. Then distance M and O, the distance between plane mirror and object. These are the object distance. The distance between the plane mirror and the image, that's the image distance. Then in this, the feature is the image, always object distance equal to the image distance. MO equal MI. Object distance equal to image distance. Then other feature, always the images, they are identical to the object. That is the size. The size of the image always equal to the object. Size is same size. This identical to the object, but specialty is they are lateral inverted. Lateral inverted. What's the meaning of lateral inverted? The right side of the object we can see in the image as a left side and vice versa. Then that is the one feature, very important feature in images in plane mirror. They are lateral inversion. Lateral inversion occur, lateral inverted. Okay, now we discuss further about the formation of an image of an extended object by plane mirror. We get the object AB, it's candle, then plane mirror. Then firstly top of the object, light ray coming from the top of the object, perpendicular fall into the mirror. Then after reflection travels back along the same path. Then another ray coming from to the fall into the mirror at the top of the object. Then it's travel back after the reflection, making the angles in equal angles of angle of reflection and angle of incidence, I and R. Then extended these rays in the back side of the mirror. Then point given B dash. Then another ray coming from the bottom of the object travel to the fall into the mirror. Then travel back along the same path. Then another ray traveling at the top of the mirror. Then after the reflection, then these extended rays come to meet at a one point, that is A dash. Then A dash B dash, that is the image of the object AB. Then these are the finally these are the features of this image. This image is virtual image, erect and same size to the object and laterally inverted. Then other special thing is the object distance CD dash, CD is equal to the image distance CB dash.